Hello everyone, this is another building with Dagoonite. I'd like to start off by apologizing because my controllers have borked, so you're going to see all of this in with my mouse. But I just wanted to take a 4 square box and do something with it, just as an exercise. I want to try and do something a little bit separate, different from the usual. This is how I built basically my skills. And you'll be able to see basically my thought process of it. Here I'm trying to figure out what I want to try and play around with. And I decided I wanted to build a second story, and I also figured out that I wanted to build a player home. I don't typically do player homes. Anyway, this is mostly just you watching how I do things. And me getting frustrated by various things. This is a heavily modded playthrough, because that is how I do. I like my building mods, so you get to put up with them. If you're a purist, sorry about that. Suffer. Okay, so anyway, I want to take the time to go ahead and thank the numerous people who actively sought me out in private after my last video. I was a little down, and I'll be honest, I've been fairly exhausted lately, taking care of the elder and all that, but you know how it is. But the fact that you all took the time to go ahead and ask if I was okay meant the world to me. It really does. But things are a little bit better now. I'm not, dangerously depressed or anything like that. I'm just tired. Very, very tired. But I'm working on that too. And part of that is, the usual depression and anxiety and work, taking care of the elder and all that. I'm fine. For now. If I'm ever not fine, I'll go ahead and let you know. But we all go through phases like this, I think. Ooh, I like that. Anyway, here I am thrashing about trying to find one that I like. And I'm debating, and let's go for this one. I realize that having a ton of mods in sometimes makes things extra screwy on how they snap together. But that's okay. Anyway, and part of the reason, that's actually not part of the reason why I've been going extra slow on videos. I've been going extra slow partially because I'm taking the time to just enjoy playing the game again. For example, I recently downloaded a mod, The Machine and Her. I'm very particular about my story mods. They're either really good or they're really, really bad in my opinion. For example, I felt that Remnants and Outcasts was just too, for lack of a better term, edgy for me. I just couldn't get into it at all. The dialogue came off as trying too hard to be badass. And so and here I am about to display my awesome place everywhere skills. And it works just like that. Yeah. But yeah. So I decided to give The Machine and Her a try. And it turns out that I really loved it. I have to give so much props to not only the mod author, but the voice acting. It's all on creating a mod, I realize, is extremely difficult, especially a story mod with voice acting and trying to do interesting things with the engine. That can be especially difficult. But I really liked it. I'm going to gush for a moment, and I'd like to apologize. Yeah, one of those walls has to go. Anyway, I'm not going to say that it's not without faults. The ending left me wanting more, not necessarily in the way that I wanted it to leave me wanting more. Does that? Yeah, it's okay. Anyway, but now that I understand that the mod isn't completely done, then yeah, I'm down with it. It also, there's some issues with the audio that will be, most people aren't gonna, I mean, it's about what you expect from a mod, because we can't get people into a recording studio, and despite my audio problems, I have done voice acting before, and I know that recording at home and getting everything sounding exactly the frickin' same is... don't even get me started. Here I am thrashing about trying to get this to work before I finally go, meh, it's fine. It's fine. But yeah. And then... there's a few minor graphical issues. There were some things that, due to previous experiences with my writing, I recognized could be taken with unfortunate implications. But the mod author, I actually spoke with her about it, and she understood where I was coming from about those, and that nah, that just doesn't work with the rest of the feel. Okay. But she understands the, where I was coming from about the possible unfortunate implications, and understood that I understood that that wasn't what she was going for, and the narrative in total does not support it. Yeah, okay, whatever. Which was cool. I'll be the first one to admit the main character has very heavy shades of Neon Genesis Evangelion, which apparently the mod author has never actually seen. Which just goes to talk about how ingrained that character archetype, I don't want to say trope, but character archetype is. And this is lacking something. Yeah, let's go ahead and, yeah. Anyway, the character archetype of Rei is so ingrained in pop culture that, yeah, it's going to happen. Now that I've gotten all of my whining out of the way, let's go ahead and go into what I really, really actually loved about it. Is that really not good? Yeah, that actually did end up working out. I was just seeing things. Okay, fine, whatever, it's fine. It's fine. Anyway, mail's here. Anyway, sorry for my distraction. But in all honesty, the voice everything is on point. There are some moments where the dialogue reminded me of Remnants and Outcasts, specifically one part of the radio broadcast. But that's okay, I still laughed out loud over it, and, you know, you can you can still deal. Well, I can still deal, at least. I don't know if you can. If you can't, suck it. But, the music is great. In fact, at one point I didn't realize that there was original music scored for it, because it fit so well at the time that I didn't hear it at all. And I had my music turned on. So, props to the mod author for that. The dialogue is actually pretty good. And the voice acting, again, I can't praise it enough. It's a little odd, the accent difference between two characters. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to brute force it. The accent difference between two characters is a little odd when you think about it logically, but from a storytelling standpoint, the main character's accent, that vaguely Eastern European or Slavic or whatever accent, works really well for a character. Because, and this is going to sound a little odd, because when it comes to those sorts of accents, as Americans, we are hardwired into two things. Either cold aloof enemy, cold aloof enemy, the sexy Slav, as I like to call it, or the repressed Slav. Either the Siberian winter is harsh, or the Siberian winter is harsh, let me warm you up, or the Siberian winter is harsh and I'm starving. All of which are perfectly acceptable. And it very subtly touches on the last one. And I really like that. Flip it around. There you go. And, yeah, use your favorite one. Get it in there. Okay. All in all, the voice acting is just on par, and like I said, that one difference in audio, even though I could hear it, I'm still okay with it because I know how difficult it is. It does some really interesting things with the engine that I'm very, very happy about. Yeah. Just playing the game and enjoying it. I don't like those stairs. It's helped rejuvenate me a little bit. I need to play some different games, I think. I'm still going to continue with Tour Guide. In fact, I'm taking a break from decorating because decoration. Ugh. Hate decoration. Anyway. I actually do a little bit of decoration on this one. No, I'm not placing down beer bottles or anything too heavy like that. But, I'm going around and doing little things. Anyway, we will cut here to the final tour of what it looks like. Yeah. Again, sorry about not using a controller here. I couldn't find it, and then when I found it to re-record, yeah. Anyway, I dropped these two back walls a little bit, pushed them back using Place Anywhere, simply so that they looked like they were supporting the upper floors better. And then we go inside, and yeah. Some bits and bobs, all the necessary things to have a player home, but I wanted this to be like a player home inside of a settlement. So you have all of your storage, but you also have, you can even go back there to put clothes in, all the necessary storage, but yet still entertaining folks and still part of the community. But yeah, anyway, I'll save you my theories on that because we're just going to go ahead and wrap up the video. Thanks a lot. Peace.